Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Lorelei. And today, I'm in a beautiful piece of nature again. I will show it to you in a bit. I'll flip my screen and talk further, talk more. But the topic for today I wanted to talk with you about is of how to always remain yourself in whichever circumstance or phase in your life you are. To be yourself, I think, is so important, and it almost comes to a point of being unapologetic yourself, if you know what I mean, because um, situations warrant sometimes that you change or you adapt, but that should not change who you really are, and you have to come back in line and then sync again with yourself, I believe, because otherwise you go on a wrong path, actually even coming to the point of just killing yourself. It takes a lot of strength and many times even courage to push through in situations and say, no, it's not me. I'm going only to adapt or to compromise so far, and that's just it. No matter the heartache, no matter the headache, no matter even financial results or consequences, rather, um, you have to remain yourself, because believe me, in the long run, you're going to regret that you didn't, because you're going to have a feeling that you have to catch up many a years that you thought, like, I should never have done that, I should never have given in here, and I should have made that decision other that time. So maybe you're intrigued, maybe it resonates already with you, I don't know. I'm going to share I'm going to flip the screen rather, and talk with you more about it, whilst enjoying the nature and showing you around where I am now. Once again, for those who know me already, you know, English is not my mother tongue. And for who haven't seen my videos yet, I mean, by now you find out by now that English is not my mother tongue, and I will make bloopers and wrongful using of words. So I hope you can see through that, still enjoy the nature that I'm showing you, and maybe feel resonated, related to, or whatever it sparks you on what I'm saying here. So I'm going to flip the screen now, and I'll see you on the other side. So here I am as promised, showing you a little bit around here on the nature that I am, the piece of nature where I am at the moment. I'm so lucky again. I have a beautiful sky again. I didn't expect that because has just started here, and but still, I hope it remains like this until the winter starts, because I just love this weather. It's calm, it's quiet, it's not cold, the sun is shining. I'm so spoiled here. And the nature, I hope you can feel something from it, from the pictures that I'm showing you, or from the movie here, video rather. And whilst I have the luxury of walking here and talk to you as well about how I stay true to myself. I don't know if you can relate to this, or it resonates with you. Sometimes it's hard because some situations and a lot of people around you can put some severe pressure on you, and it's hard to remain yourself, because you can start to doubt yourself, like, yeah, isn't there a bit of truth in what they're saying, or shouldn't I be doing it differently indeed, or things like that. And yeah, it can be hard sometimes to still remain yourself, but some people say, yeah, it's easier to get along, and to get along with everything what everybody else is expecting, and make your life flow a little bit easier, as they say. But I've been there momentarily, definitely not phases in my life, but just momentarily. And I can tell you, if you really want to stay true to yourself, it's a you have to, and actually I can really say that I think I always stay true to myself, because, as I said, momentarily I can give in a bit, but then I have to come back from that soon, because that story of it's easy to get along, to go along with whatever everybody else expects, I don't believe that. It's very hard. I couldn't do it in a million years. Really not. Really not. Because I would just lose myself. And then what's left? If I don't love and honor and respect myself with all my flaws, I mean, I'm not perfect, far from it, but if I don't accept myself and remain who I am, then what's left? Then I'm just being split into thousands of millions pieces of combined from other people, and all their opinions and all their ideas and all their values. So no, I don't think it's easier just to get along and say yes for the piece of sake. For no, it's not possible for me. I don't know if you can relate to that, if you feel that way too, but perhaps you do. Perhaps you think I might be doing that as well. I might start becoming more me and remain more me, and stay true to yourself. And maybe it's something that you need to hear at this particular moment. I'm not sure. I don't know. You can always leave it in the comments, of course, and I will respond to it. I will, yeah, I'll probably even learn from it. So, and I will definitely give you a comment back and reply to it. But as I said, I can't say. Some people can say they have spent years trying to fit in. Um, I can't say that. I can't really say that. Oh, I have tried to make things work, but I haven't tried to, to squeeze myself in to fit in, because I try to make things work, but at the same time still make very much people aware of the fact, like, don't get your hopes up, because I will not change in those things, those my values, and those things I believe in, and those things I enjoy doing. Then why should I? Actually, I didn't even do it to really save my marriage. I couldn't save my marriage. It wasn't the only issue. I can tell you that. Of course, it wasn't the only issue, but a lot more things. But there's certain things that I just cannot allow in my life, and that are going to bring me so far away from myself. I grew up in the Netherlands, and I moved to Belgium. I got married in Belgium to a Belgian man, and I have 3 children. And but growing up in the Netherlands, being assertive is quite accepted. Actually, it's the national norm, even, I believe. And for Belgium, it's quite the opposite. You shouldn't be loud. I'm not loud really, but you shouldn't speak up your mind, or you should be. It's more of a case of don't bother anybody else. But if being me bothers somebody else, then I mean, what the hell am I doing actually with these other people? Why am I in their surroundings, and why are they in my life? So no, that can't happen. And of course, with raising our kids, um, some severe clashes came through, because I was brought up a different way than my husband was, and their family have different values. And yes, it can clash a lot. Don't even it can also happen with somebody from the same country that you're living in, or it's just that person grew up differently. So it's very, very hard, because you want to make things work. I mean, God, I was married having 3 little children. Of course, you want to make it work. But if you see things going to damage you, and even in a way damaging your children, because they also could not find out who they were, and how they could stay true to themselves. And this is what I think is very important, because they were maybe sidetracked otherwise if they got older, and by all kind of peer pressures. And that's what you don't want for your child, I believe. Well, not me anyhow. And as I mentioned the word unapologetic before, I don't mean rude. I don't mean, unapologetic can be sometimes sounds a little bit harsh. It's not what I mean to be. I don't want to be harsh. I'm a very empathetic person, if I say so myself. Well, a lot of people have told me that as well. But that does not mean you cannot remain your authentic self, and you can be still gentle and firm without being rude, and still then therefore be unapologetic yourself. I think that's the thing I learned, because there was a moment that I thought, like, am I too rude? Am I too not flexible enough? But I came to a point that it's not got nothing to do with being flexible. I'm flexible enough, but when it comes down to the real you that we being compromised, that's another thing. That's another thing. And I cannot give myself up that far. Not for my beautiful house that I lived in. Not for my beautiful, comfortable life that I lived. Life became after that a lot harder, but I did stay true to myself. And it's all a matter of values and what you think is important. I remember I got thrown words that I had to listen to was saying, like, I'm going to make sure when you do leave me, you're going to leave with nothing. And then, well, nothing is just how you look at it. Because I did leave with my children, and I still got myself, which is not nothing, I believe. And um, I got full custody for many different reasons. So don't. Uh, it's not the case. It's not what I want to talk about here for many reasons. And even in agreement, I got custody over the children. And so I believe I did leave with nothing. I had everything. I had myself, and I had a free hand in how to raise my children, and with integrity, of course, and giving them the values and to believe in themselves. So, yes, my ex-husband, he got the house, he got the cars, he got the business, he got all the materialistic things. And well, if he stayed true to himself, that means he got what he wanted, and um, those were the values, those are the things that valued his life. Fair enough. We all have, different folks, different strokes, I suppose. But I don't have, never, even though I got a really financial hardship, I never thought I left with nothing. I left with staying true to myself, and with teaching my kids how to stay true to themselves as well. And I think that was a beautiful, yes, a beautiful, well, experience. Not the divorce. Divorcing is never a beautiful experience, I believe. But the consequences that came from it were hard, but that part was beautiful, and still is actually. But not only staying true to yourself is important, it's very important, but I also believe that communicating is very important as well. Because if you can't communicate um, for yourself, about yourself, it's then you're going to have a problem, because then your unapologetic self is being seen as rude and brutal, and not empathetic. And well, that's also not necessary, is it? Because you can, as I said, you can. I'm very confident in being fully myself and not hurting anybody in the process, because that's not my intention. If somebody feels that way, then I'm very sorry, but that is not my thing. That might be a learning point for somebody else in their life. So before going in too deep, well, I think I already went in too deep, but I also want to still remind you to look at this place where I am now. It's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. Yeah, it just makes me want to inhale and exhale very deeply, because it's so beautiful. It really is. So with that, I would I really hope you can remain yourself, um, unapologetically. Really, I like that word. My Substack account is called Unapologetic with Lorelei. Actually, you might want to have a look. It's for free, and I don't make money from it. I just love to share my written words, and here on YouTube my spoken words. And with that, I will say I hope you all have a great day. Maybe you have something to think about after what I just told you, and maybe you feel the urge to go out there and spend some time in nature as well. And whatever it is, I do hope you enjoyed this. I really hope to see you in my next video. And in the meantime, take care of yourself, take good care of yourself and your loved ones. See you next time. Bye.